Why did I say lunchtime? Well, I'll go back on. Hey, hey, hey! We're live. I hope everybody finds me. I am going to take this link right now and I'm going to share it because I think that it got lost somewhere. And I have some friends that would like to be here. And so I am going to put that on there right now. We are live, 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 live. And we have a winner. We have a winner for the next book on the channel. Poll. Da 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 da. Everybody ready? I know I closed the voting early. I just couldn't stand it. What? Philip Hall likes me, I reckon, maybe. By Betty Green is our winner. And I have a good friend that is going to be so excited. So, I'm going to post this here on Facebook real quick. We are live. And then I am going to come back and we are going to read the first chapter together. Are you ready? I'm ready. Okay. So here we go. Philip Hall likes me, I reckon, maybe. Now, here we go. This is September. Mama set my morning bowl of steaming grits on the floured oilcloth. I don't want no daughter of mine filling up her head with that hall boy today. You get yourself some learning, Beth. I sprinkled some sugar on my grits and skimmed a spoonful from the top. You hear me? I'm speaking to you, girl. Yes, but Philip Hall is my friend, and Mama shook her head like it was almost wasn't worthwhile explaining it to me. Beth, honey, you are so smart about most things. How come the good Lord make you so dumb about Philip Hall? He didn't, I said. Sure enough, he did, argued Mama. Don't you see he only wants your company if Gordy or one of them Jones boys ain't around, and when he runs out of mischief to fall into? Now that's not true, I said, dropping my spoon noisily into the grits. 'Cause Philip Hall likes me. I reckon maybe. He's always inviting me over to his very own farm. Now, ain't that the truth? Ma pressed her hands against her wide waist. That is the very thing I was speaking about, she said. He's got you cleaning out his dirty barn, doing his work. Well, I don't mind a bit, I told her. He strummed some songs on his guitar while I worked. It was nice. You and your big sister better get out of here, girl, said Mama, wrapping her strong dark arms around me, or you miss the school bus. Her kiss made a smacking sound against my cheek. Now get outside. My pa was throwing slop into the pig trough from a battered tin bucket. When he saw Anne, he called out, "Oh, wait! Who that coming down the road in that starched up dress?" Annie smiled in that shy way she always does when she's being teased by the opposite sex. Oh, Pa. Then Pa looked at me and asked, "Then somebody tell me who it is coming down the road in faded jeans." I reckon it's one of your two girl children. Want any more hints? Oh, give me another little hint, said Pa, letting his good, strong teeth show. Pa, I'm only the daughter. That's the second best in arithmetic solver, the second best speller, and the second best reader in Miss Johnson's class. Pa wiped the sweat from his forehead with the sleeve of his denim shirt. That hall boy again. Don't go telling me he's number one best in everything. Everything, I said. Just everything. And yet Pa's question started me wondering something I never wondered before. Is Philip Hall number one only 'cause I let him be? Afraid he wouldn't like me if I were best? Shucks, no, that's just too silly to even think about. The wind was a blowing up the dust on the dry dirt road that ran between our pig and poultry farm and Mr. Hall's dairy farm. A long time ago, Mama showed me what to do when the road is dry from lack of rain and the wind comes up to make matters worse. Secret is to walk along the grass at the very edge of the road. Takes longer, but at least you can get to the highway clean. Long after I'd walked halfway, I spotted his shirt, as red as dime store lipstick, up there where the dirt road meets up with the blacktop. Hey, Philip! Hey, Philip! He heard me because the shirt could be seen suddenly going up, then down, up, he called out. Run! 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 As I came closer, I could see a coffee-colored arm pointing down the road in the direction that the bus comes. Hurry! Hurry! The bus! The bus! Let's run, Annie, I said, hugging my lunch pail and books against my chest and taking off like a turkey on Thanksgiving Eve. My sister wasn't running with me. Well, let her miss the bus if she wants to. I ran even faster down the middle of the dusty road. 5 miles to school is a heap of walking. Eat faster. I ran faster. Running made the dust rise higher and higher. I held my breath, but suddenly my mouth opened and I sucked in air and dust. Philip's arms made wide circles. Come on, Beth. Come on. Come on. I had to go on. Couldn't disappoint him. No, sweet Philip. Uh, uh, made myself go. Made myself run. Dust in my nose, my throat. As he wildly waved me on, he shouted from the loudest part of his voice, Bus is coming! Almost here! Not much farther. I was going to make it. I had. Oh! A speck of something struck my right eye. If only I could lie down in the fresh grass by the side of the road, wipe the speck from my eye, and breathe country air again. But I didn't lie down. I didn't stop. Just kept going. Kept running until I reached blacktop. After I wiped the speck from my eye, I looked down, straight down that long black-topped road. But I didn't see anything. Where? Where's the bus? I asked Philip while struggling to get back my breath. Philip looked very serious. No, he didn't. He was biting his lip, trying to hold on to his straight face. Suddenly his lip came unbit. Did I fool you? You just a running down that road. Why, you no good, low down polecat. Philip looked surprised. Can't you take a joke? I thought about shoving him into the gully at the side of the road. That's not one bit a joke, Philip Hall. What that is mean. Low down mean. Aw, I thought you was one girl could take a joke. I can, I said, brushing the dust off of me as best I could. Just as good as anybody. Philip nodded. For a girl, you take jokes better than anybody. Suddenly he pointed down the road, and this time the yellow bus was really on its way. He smiled a dimpled smile, and I remembered why he's the cutest boy in J.T. Williams School. Mr. Barnes squeaked the bus to a stop and opened the door to let Fancy Annie first on board. Then I got on. My friend Bonnie called, Sit next to me, Beth. I was just about to tell her that I had already promised to sit next to Philip Hall when I saw him slide into the seat next to Gordon, the dumb bum. Hey, Phil, said Gordon. First thing this morning, old Henry brought your invitation. Philip must be having another birthday party, whispered Bonnie. Reckon he'll invite us? Philip Hall likes me, I told her. Most every day after my chores, I go over to his farm and he sings and just plays his guitar for me. And later this day, when old Henry gets around to our house, I reckon I have my invitation too. Then Bonnie, who mostly acts as though she invented talking, stopped talking. Something had to be upsetting her, and I knew what it was. Now don't you fret, I told her. Maybe Philip Hall will invite you too. But what if he doesn't? She asked, becoming more upset. Then in that case, I told her, don't you worry none, 'cause you is my friend. He is my friend. And I'll just tell him to invite you 'cause you is my friend. At recess, I told Susan, Jenny, and Esther about the invitation that was waiting for me. They all said that they wanted one too, and I told them all not to fret. 'Cause if they wanted to go, then I'd only have to ask Philip to invite them. When the last bell of the day rang, I was the first one out of the classroom and third in line for the bus. Mr. Barnes isn't too good about waiting for kids, and anyway, Philip likes me to save him a place. Hey, Philip, I called at the first sight of Red Shirt. Over here. Gordon looked at Philip as though he was clear out of his mind. You let a girl save places for you? She your girlfriend, Phil? His face crinkled into a dark frown. She's not my girlfriend, and I hate girls. I climbed on the bus without even once looking at that dumb bum who spent the whole trip back laughing with Gordon and telling him about the food they were going to eat and the games they were going to play at his birthday party. And Philip Hall is not one bit the cutest boy in school either, and that's for sure. Where our dirt road meets the blacktop, Mr. Barnes brought the bus to a stop, and Anne, Philip, and I jumped off. As my boyfriend no more, I poked along the dirt road. Oh, as my boyfriend no more, and I poked along the dirt road together. I wasn't saying one word to him. Finally, he said something to me. Afternoon shower dampened the road down. Ain't one bit dusty now. Reckon I'm not going to talk to you about any damp roads or any dusty roads, or any kind of roads at all. Philip dimpled a smile. Oh, you is mad, Beth Lambert. You is mad, mad, mad. Ain't that right? That is right, Mr. Philip. Best in class. How? You all the time rather be sitting with Gordon and laughing with Gordon and telling him that I'm not your friend. And that makes me mad, mad, mad. Philip reached up and pulled a leaf from an elm. You is my friend, all right. I am? Truly? Philip looked down at his shoes and nodded. I'm going to let you come. I'm going to let you brush down my cows. See you directly, I called and started running to catch up with Anne. My chores shouldn't take long, and then probably I could go over to Philip Hall's. Sweet Philip, I had to get him something very special for his 11th birthday. What? Suddenly I knew. A pick for his guitar, just like they sell at the Busy Bee bargain store. And with the nickel I had saved from not buying ice cream last Saturday, together with the nickel that Pa will give me this Saturday, then I'd have a whole dime to spend on a guitar pick for sweet Philip Pa. Mama was sitting on her porch chair, rocking away. Near her feet was the big sewing basket, and in her lap was Pa's old overalls that was getting fresh knee patches. Hey, Ma, old Henry brought the mail yet? She looked up from her sewing. Mail's on the kitchen table. Behind me, I heard the screen door slam. Mama don't like no screen door slamming. On the oilcloth covered table was a platter of fried chicken, a pot of still warm black-eyed peas, and a catalog for mail ordering. This ain't all the mail. Can't be. I went back to the living room, which is also my brother Luther's bedroom, and hollered through the screen door. Ma, this ain't all the mail, is it? She was quiet for a moment, and I thought she was about to say that was all there was when, no, she called back. Reckon not. There's something else on my bureau. I knew it. I just knew it. But when I looked, the only piece of mail I saw was a circular announcing bargain day at the Busy Bee. Maybe the invitation is underneath. Sure. My hand touched a sheet of advertisement without really moving it. I hope, I hope. I lifted the circular and there was nothing. Absolutely nothing. I tiptoed out the kitchen door, closing it without a sound, crossed the dirt road, shortcutted through the cornfield, and past the mailbox where the sign read, Hall's Dairy. Inside the barn, Philip was sitting on a bale of hay, picking out a tune on his guitar. Without even looking up from his guitar strings, he said, You better get busy, Beth. You got 8 milk cows to brush down today. You didn't send me one. My voice sounded right next door to tears. Philip took notice. What? Send you a birthday invitation, I said. Sent one to Gordon, but not to me. Oh, said Philip, that's what you mad about? I nodded while tears stung in my eyes. I was going to buy you a special present because I thought you was my friend, but you're not my friend at all. Don't be like that, he said. I didn't invite girls. Only Gordy, Bobby, and Jordan and Joshua Jones, the brave members of the Tiger Hunters Club. We're the boys ain't afraid of nothing, not even roaring mad tigers. Well, why can't you invite me too? I'm not even a little bit afraid of tigers either. And you said, this very day, you said I was your friend. Philip nodded his head, yes. So why didn't you invite me too? I can't. Well, why not? Just can't. Why not? Just can't do it. Why? Cause. Cause why? Cause. Cause I was afraid they'd call me sissy. Then they'd go around saying I liked you and that you was my girlfriend, stuff like that. And you, the president of the Tiger Hunters? I asked. That the club ain't afraid of nothing, not even roaring tigers. I began to laugh. Philip looked frightened. What are you laughing at? I only laughed some more. Are you laughing at me? And here's a picture of her laughing at it. Reckon I is, 'cause you's funny. Funny, funny. Mr. Philip Hall. I'm not, shouted Philip, jumping off that bale of hay. Oh, yes, you is. You say you ain't afraid of tigers. Well, I don't know a soul ever seen a tiger, not on all of Randolph County, but you's afraid of a word. And everybody knows that words can't bite and words can't scratch. So you're not a tiger hunter, Philip Hall. What you is a fraidy cat. And that's a whole lot worse than being a sissy. Please excuse me. The next day was Thursday, and Ma said I looked sickly, so she kept me home from school. And on Friday, she said the same thing and kept me home again. On Saturday, Philip had his birthday party. I saw the tiger hunters being driven over by Gordy's pa in their blue pickup truck. I kept telling myself to be happy. After all, I wouldn't have to spend perfectly good ice cream money on a stupid guitar pick for that low down dumb bum of a polecat. But truth of the matter is, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy at all. By noontime, Ma, Pa, my brother Luther, my sister Ann, and I had all eaten, washed, and got fancy dressed for town. At the Busy Bee, I saw Bonnie, who turned her head the moment she saw me, just as if she was mad. Bonnie, hey! I'm not about to speak to you, she said, turning her face to me. You promised you'd get Phil to invite me to his birthday party, didn't you? Didn't you promise? He didn't invite me either, Bet, I told her. Bonnie's eyes grew big and round. But you was his best friend. No more, I said. I hadn't been over to his farm for 3 days. After school on Monday, said Bonnie, you come on over to my farm. Suddenly she pointed a finger at my nose. You can be my friend, okay? Okay, I said. Okay. When the last school bell of the day rang on Monday, Bonnie and I grabbed hands and ran out of Miss Johnson's classroom. Philip and Gordon were already waiting in the bus line. Hey, Beth, called Philip. Over here. I saved a place for you. Philip looked Gordon right straight in the eye. Oh, Gordon looked shocked. What are you saving places for girls for? Gordon, uh, Philip looked Gordon straight in the eye. Because I want to. That's what for. Is you a sissy? Asked Gordon suddenly, putting his hands on his hips. With girlfriends? Something worse than being a sissy, said Philip, is being a fraidy cat. And from this day on, any tiger hunter who is afraid of girls ain't going to be called a tiger hunter anymore. Then Philip stuck his face so close to Gordon's that their noses touched. And do you know what we're going to call them kind of tiger hunters? Gordon moved his face away while shaking his head no. Them kind we call Brady cats. And said Philip, looking from Gordon to me. It was as though he wanted to know if I liked what he was saying. I felt myself smiling. Gordon took a couple of steps backward, opening a large space in line. You girls can get in front of me, he said. Philip smiled his happiest smile. Sweet Philip, the cutest boy in the J.T. Williams School and the bravest tiger hunter of them all. And that's the end of the first chapter. Philip Hall likes me, I reckon, maybe. Such a good book. It is a Newbery Honor book, which means that the American Library Association in I have to go look for the publishing date. So it was published in 1974. So that means that for 1974, this was not the actual winner, but it was the silver medal winner, which means it came in second or third place. It's called an honor book, and it is a very prestigious award. Every year, the American Library Association awards a book that is a contribution to excellent children's literature for the year. That's the award. And then there are second and third place winners, and they get the silver. So if you ever see a gold one, then the gold one is the actual medal, and then the silver one is the second place or the honor books. I really enjoy this book. This is a good book. We're going to have fun with this one. I have some ideas about how to really enjoy this book. We are going to be doing a contest, and I will announce it later as we get through. But I just wanted to show you some of the illustrations. What I'm going to be doing is taking some pictures of these. But here's Beth. And to think that they're only like 11. So Beth is, I think, a fourth grader. Anyway, she and Philip have this love hate relationship where they're always competing with one another. And so, yeah, it's a good one. The name of the next chapter is Case of the Missing Turkeys. And I'll have to bring my turkey and show it to you. And it will be in the month of December. So I'm thinking maybe what? turkey for Christmas dinner? All right, my friends. I'm going to close this live right now. I'm thinking that I probably scheduled this also for 3 o'clock this afternoon, Central Time. So if you want to come join me then, that would be great too. Until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May he make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and grant you his peace.